Hello everybody, Sergeant Soldier, and we're back with another My Altis Life, and today we're going to be talking about mineral processing. Now, before you run off to the nearest mine and start picking up rocks off the ground, there's a few things that you're going to need to do in order to make sure that your time is going to be invested properly and you get the biggest return out of it. So that being said, first off, I'm starting in the town of Pyrgos. See, there's me. Pyrgos is my favorite town for two reasons. One, it's a starter town, very easy to get to. There's a mining quarry not that far from it, probably 2-3 kilometers, and directly north of that quarry is the mineral processing. You can make a round trip fairly easy here. Pyrgos is probably the best place to go when it comes to processing minerals such as copper, iron, etc, etc, etc. So starting off in Pyrgos, there's one thing you need to do before you do anything else. You need to get the processing licenses. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get them all. 3,500 for diamond processing. Yeah, let's do that. 700 for sand processing. Yeah, let's do that. 600 for copper processing. Yeah, why not? Last but not least, 950 for iron processing. Oh my goodness, I only have one license left, and it's the pilot's license. And we're gonna buy that at another time. How much money do I have left? Oh, okay. That spent a lot of money. So from here, next thing you need to do is you need to go to the market, and you need a pickaxe. Right there, see, pickaxe? Otherwise, how are you gonna mine this stuff, right? Pretty simple. If you need to, go ahead and get a water bottle and a tactical bacon just to make sure you can fill yourself up as you're there. Depending on the size of your vehicle, if you bring a box truck, you're going to be there for a while. And you don't want to be low on water to the point where you can no longer run or dying of hunger because you didn't bring any food with you. So that being said, I think I'm okay. I have 100 in both of mine, so we're going to go ahead and get our vehicle out. Now, as I said, a larger vehicle, you're going to be there for a longer time. However, you're going to have more stuff to bring to the processor equals more money. Most of us are probably going to have a hatchback, so I'm just going to do a hatchback in this video. Also, so that it doesn't take me forever to actually do all the processing, because it can take a while. So we're going to get in our car, go to our map, and we're going to set a marker here at the medium quarry, which takes us on the main road half the way, which actually makes it really easy to get out there. So I'm going to drive out there and get set up, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're now pulling into the medium quarry mine. Now there's a few things that need to be noted first of all. Number one, this is relatively safe. There is of course always the chance that someone's gonna be here mining instead of you. Like they could be here just waiting for you to show up because they saw your box truck rolling down the road, or they're mining iron for whatever they want to do with it. Sometimes you need minerals to craft. Who knows? There could be someone here. You need to be careful of that. So when you're pulling up, always make sure to look in there to make sure no one's already there. Number two, it is relatively safe. Not a lot of people run this stuff. So you can more or less sit here for quite a while and do all the mining and whatnot without getting bothered. Number three, there has been a few times where I pulled into this exact spot, parked my car more or less right here, and had the car bug out to where the car wouldn't move and you couldn't flip it. It was stuck. All the contents of the trunk was stuck, and if you left it for 5 minutes, it would have despawned. So luckily I had a friend come and we transferred all the contents of the trunk to his car, but just be careful when you're parking. Make sure that you're somewhat on the road like I am here. There's a greater chance of you not getting bugged out. So that being said, now that we're here, we're at the quarry. See? Medium wheel quarry. Scroll your mouse wheel down and hit mine quarry. And that's it. And now you'll sit here for a while, and you'll get a bunch of different stuff. You put all that stuff in your trunk, and then you fill your backpack up, and then you're ready to go. So I'm not going to wait for you guys to watch this. It's going to take a little bit. So we're going to cut this part, and we'll be right back. Alright, so our vehicle and our backpack is now full. Go ahead and check that out. Press T in the trunk. And we have copper ore, iron ore, sand, and diamonds. Ooh, I even have a flawless diamond. Not bad, not bad. So we now have a full backpack and a full car, or as full as we can get. At this point, oh, yeah, no, I'm good, man. I'm good. Message that guy later. At this point, what we're going to do now is we're going to press M, go to our map, and go to mineral processing. Look how close it is. Heck yeah, not too bad, huh? So I'm just going to drive over there. I'm not going to make you guys watch. It's going to be super, super easy. And then we're going to take our processing licenses that we got before, and we're going to process all this stuff up. So with that, get in my car, and we'll be right back. Alright, we're pulling up to the mineral processing now. I'm just gonna go ahead and, oh, whoops. I'm gonna go ahead and park my car right next to these connexes here. Like so. It'll do. Now, the thing that I like to do, and you don't have to do it this way, but by more of the means, you know, go ahead and do it. I like to just use one at a time. So I'm gonna swap these out. Oh, I'm doing the wrong one. I want a copper. Oops. So we're gonna do copper all at once. That way we don't have to worry about, no. Yeah, I just have copper on me. Won't let me swap anymore? Oh, okay. I guess it won't let me do anymore. That way we could do one large batch of each mineral instead of multiple smaller batches. So here we go. We're going to process our copper. We're going to have to do 2 loads of copper, unfortunately. That's okay. So because it's a smaller batch, it was like 12, I think. This will go pretty quickly. But because we have the processing license, we're going to get more return from our process than if we didn't have it. Almost. Keep going. And the first one is done. You processed your goods into copper ingot. So now we're going to go back to our trunk. We have 14 ingots. Not too bad. Not too bad. Now we got to do this pretty quick because I don't trust that someone isn't going to come by. So let's see. There we go. Like that. Yep. All right. Trunk is full again. We're going to go ahead and process copper one more time. That way we can finish off all of our copper ore into ingots. I'm going to do all this. Basically, copper and iron make ingots. As far as I know, uncut diamonds turn into cut diamonds? Maybe for diamonds and sand, I'll cut back. Yeah, for diamonds and sand, I'll cut back because I've never done those two before. This will be my first time. So I'm going to share with all you guys. So let me finish up the copper and iron and we'll be right back. Okay, so we have all of our copper and iron smelted down into ingots. See, right there, ingot. And then we got ingots here and 12 ingots there. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and do the sand and eventually the diamonds. So first, start with sand. I don't know what processing sand will do. I'm suspecting it'll make glass. I don't know if I can sell glass or if glass is a crafting material. I'm going to suspect that it's a crafting material for something like vehicles or something like that. Or bottles. Actually be useful for bottles, which is something that we may do in the future for a video, assuming I ever buy a house. I always seem to be running out of money, never making money. Ooh, sand is almost done. And turns into glass. It does. Look at that. So we have 9 glass. Not too bad. Not too bad. We're going to get the rest of our diamonds out of here. Go ahead and swap. And we'll put the glass in there too. Oh, I can't take the last 2 out? Store? Okay, yeah. There we go. Take. I don't know if I can do the flawless. No, my inventory's full. Okay. So now we're going to process the diamonds, and I don't know what the diamonds are going to do. I've never processed diamonds before. So these appear to be taking a little bit longer than the other ones did, so yeah. We'll go ahead and we'll cut this a little bit out. So we're back. Be right back. Alright, diamond is now finishing up, and we make cut diamonds. Okay, that actually makes sense. They were uncut before, now they're cut. Can I take some more stuff into my inventory? Because they're cut now, and they give me more room. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow! These things don't weigh anything. Can I swap the 2 rubber? Can I store the 2 rubber? Take another. Nope. That's it. Alright. So my inventory now has 15 iron, 10 copper, 22 cut diamonds, and 1 flawless. If we go ahead and go to the market on our phone, we can see that a cut diamond gives us 165 and an uncut is 143. You need to make sure that you check the market to say, A, if I need to cut my diamonds, or B, if I need to leave them uncut. There have been certain times where you've checked the market and the uncut is actually worth more because people have 36,000 cut diamonds. You need to watch that. Luckily, I already looked at this before we got started, so I already knew that the cut was the way to go, even if it's only by 20 bucks. Scrolling down, our iron ingots give us 143. Not too bad. Not too bad. And then I don't see copper. No copper? Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now we're going to go ahead and take this to town and sell it. Again, we're going to be driving. It's going to take us a little bit, so I'm not going to make you guys watch that. We're just going to cut forward. Okay, so we're back in Pure Ghost now. Go ahead and check our map here. And you go to the commodities trader. This is the guy that's going to take all your stuff that doesn't have a designated trader or seller, such as all the drugs. Drug dealer, that's where you give him your drugs, right? This guy, however, is going to take everything else. So our 22 diamonds, not bad. 15 iron, our 10 copper. We're going to keep our pickaxe, of course. We're going to go out our back door here. No. Door. We're going to go ahead and get the rest, which is this copper here. And of our flawless. Now why? What do we do with the flawless? I don't know what to do with the flawless, actually. So we're going to go to this guy again, and he's going to take everything. Very nice. So our copper and our glass, which we're not going to be doing any crafting. Glass actually makes quite a bit. 1,134 for 9. Not too bad. So that whole run that took us, give or take, about 25 minutes, we made $7,000. Yeah, that's not great. Now, in terms of investment, you only need a car, and I only brought the hatchback. So if you did have a larger vehicle, you could essentially make a lot more money. I didn't bring the hatchback. If I would have brought a box truck, I probably would have made a lot of money. But I decided not to. In terms of investment, I would say probably go from your peaches and your apple trees and whatnot. As soon as you get a vehicle, buy a pick and very slowly start doing all the ores and whatnot. If you can only afford the iron license, the iron processing license, only mine iron, because it's not going to be worth it to you to mine copper if you don't have the processing license and you gotta, take a hit on it. That being said, slowly work your way up until you could process all of them, and who knows, maybe you'll make a lot of money in a very short amount of time. Or if you have a box truck, you can make a lot of money in a lot amount of time. Either way, that's pretty much it for this video. Sergeant Solj, this was my Altis life, and we were mineral processing. We made a little bit of money, 7,000. I still think fishing is better, personally, but that's because I've already bought the boat. So, if you like this video, please let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, if you have any suggestions, let me know there as well, and we'll see you in the next ArmA 3 video. Bye-bye! Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you want to see more great content from Private Astro or myself, please hit that subscribe button and click on any of the videos above. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next Sergeant Solj or Private Astro video. Bye-bye!